What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today is the match watch along between Borussia Dortmund and Union Berlin. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today and are excited for this one. I know I am just getting this set up. Alright. Okay, guys. So as you can see on the screen, we already have the starting lineup out for you guys. It's interesting. It looks like it's probably going to be, it's showing it as a 4-3-1-2, even though more realistically it's going to be the 4-1-2-1-2. But it could also potentially be the 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. And I was thinking about it a little bit more. As you guys probably know, it doesn't seem like our good friend Donyell Malen is playing as a striker. I've been kind of going over the fact that it looks like he's almost playing out as a winger, even though we're not playing in a winger formation because we haven't had anyone touching that right-hand side. So my theory was, and let me know if you guys agree with it, last season when we started that Christmas tree formation, that beautiful 4-3-2-1, you guys got to admit, Sancho was playing in the middle. So there was Haaland up front, there was Royce, and then there was Sancho. And often the reason this formation was successful is because he drifted out to the left-hand side. And he did it relatively well. Is my Wi-Fi going to be crap again? Oh, frustration. Alright, guys. Well, just ignore the shitty Wi-Fi. Producer T is not here today. And I don't know why my Wi-Fi has been dog crap. Maybe if it'll look better in this. If I just keep me... As long as you guys can hear me, hopefully that's just good enough. But let me know if the Wi-Fi acts a little bit better. You're hearing me 2 times. What the heck? All right. Well, let me know if I think it should be better now. Mr. Carlson, do you hear me twice? Don't believe you should. But let's get into the comments. See how you guys are doing today. OC's tuning in. This may not be as easy as it looks for BVB because Union Berlin have great defense this season. That is very, very true. Stream is lagging. Yeah. The Wi-Fi is crap, guys. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. So we're gonna hope that it holds. I'm gonna put me in little Josh form. We're gonna hope it holds. But I think I fixed it. We should be okay. I'll be watching the Chelsea Spurs game, but I'll be keeping this on in the background. Historically, home sides win 2-0 for BVB. And yeah, if you guys probably noticed, if you watched the preview, we have a really, really good record against Union Berlin at home. And I say that very keenly. At home, we have a good record. We don't always have a great record against Union Berlin. They have beat us 2 times in the last 5 matches against them. But regardless, we have done relatively well. But let's take a look at the starting 11 today for you guys. So, for Dortmund, in net is Gregor Kobel. Right back is Thomas Meunier. Center back's Akanji, Hummels, Guerrero. The same back four is very familiar. You guys are no big surprises there. The 3 center midfielders, however they may line up today, is Bellingham, Witsel, Dahoud. Again, not really a surprise. And then, like I said, it could go the 4-1-2-1-2. It could go a 4-3-3. It could go the Christmas tree. We don't really know. Odds are it could be the 1-2, and if it is, it's Royce as your cam and Haaland and Malen as strikers. But if it is the 4-3-3, more than likely Malen would be on the left, Royce would be on the right, but Royce would probably still tuck towards the inside with Haaland up front. Or it could be the Christmas tree with Malen and Royce playing as the 2 kind of floating cams with Haaland as your striker. But as we've noticed, however we've been playing with Donyell Malen in the starting 11, he does not seem to stick to the striker position. Oftentimes, he drifts out wide and leaves really no coverage really on the right-hand side because Royce is towards the middle. So I'm curious to see how we're going to do this going forward. But yeah, our formations have been very questionable to say the very least. Alex says 2 strikers, not impressed. It could be a 4-3-3. Let me know what you guys think. If we're going to play in a 4-3-3 or the Christmas tree. Because Malen has not been playing as a striker. He's been playing basically as a left attacking mid, left winger. So it's going to make it very interesting to see where he lines up today. But also, if you guys are just tuning into the chat, be sure to drop a like if you guys have not. Let's set a goal for 50 likes. I know that's probably unrealistic. It's our norm. We like to set for 50. So 50 likes. Let's try to set it before the game gets going here. We got about 15 minutes to go. drop a sub, and put your guys' prediction in the chat. See how you guys are going today. I had a match today and lost 5-1. Well, JJD TV fan, hopefully we do better than than you guys did today. I'm here, and I should be watching the Chelsea, but I prefer these streams because I learn a lot. Good, Ian. Good to have you here. I know there's a couple of other good games going on right now, which, I mean, for the neutrals out there, it's somewhat annoying. Chelsea and Tottenham should be a decent game. The game today against Union Berlin, hopefully, be a good game for us. We'll have to see. Only 2 wishes: 1, Malen to score, and 2, a clean sheet. That would be my goal too. If I could take 2 things that I could predict and take from this game, it would be exactly that. I don't know. I have a feeling sooner or later, Malen's he's gotta get it done. He's gotta score a goal, and this could be a good opportunity for him to do it. It really could be. Malen a flop. I wouldn't say he's a flop. Luke, I'm curious to see if you were. I'm assuming by the flag that you're a Dutch fan, so I don't know if you were a PSV fan or what your connection to Malen is, but I definitely wouldn't call him a flop. I think he's had some really appealing performances so far. I think that he's had some good looks. I think he's had some good opportunities, and he keeps growing. I just personally think Marco Rose needs to find a formation that works. Like I said, literally how we're playing is picture the Christmas tree formation, picture a 4-3-3, but there's no right winger. That's how we're playing. We're playing with the 3 midfielders. We're playing with Malen as a left wing. We're playing as Holland as striker, and then Royce as a cam under the 3 midfielders, but 0 coverage on the right-hand side. He doesn't know what he's doing right now in terms of how he wants to play like this formation. Now we're getting wins, so I mean, who am I to judge? But it looks a little out of sort, and I want Marco Rose to find a formation that he thinks will work, that he thinks will fit, and I just don't know if the 2 strikers is actually it or not. But please, a clean sheet. Keep waiting. These weird formations has made me realize how important Thorgan Hazard is to the team. So Thorgan is back on the bench today, guys. So, I mean, drop a W in the chat for that. Because, I mean, Thorgan Hazard is someone who I think is going to be very important for us playing a system that I think would suit the team and suit Marco Rose. For example, I mean, if Witsel wasn't on today, it could be a 4-2-3-1. Hazard out on the right, Malen on the left. To me, it just seems like Malen's playing as a left winger while we don't have a right winger. It looks very unorthodox, very, very different, and we're just going to have to see how the team can get on today. Josh, forget Werner. We should totally sign Lorenzo Insigne. I take Insigne. We were lightly linked to Belotti and Martinez. The Wi-Fi is acting up. No. I think I got to keep it like this. The Wi-Fi seems to be doing good when I keep it like this. I don't know why. Can you check whether my OC account is shadow banned? I did look. I didn't see anything. I have no idea what's going on with your OC account. I can get producer T to take another look at it, but I have no idea why you can't comment or anything that. But I mean, good thing you got a solid backup there with JJD TV memes. It's a good account. It could be YouTube itself. Yeah, I'm not sure, but OC, unless you have any like advice on where I should look, but like I went through and I couldn't find anything that showed why you wouldn't be able to comment. Liverpool versus BVB, who would win? Be a good game. Probably Liverpool is the favorites right now. They look to be in pretty good form. I think Dortmund's still a bit of a work in progress so far this season. But I think it'd be an interesting match. This is a 4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2. It's showing it like it's a 4-3-1-2, and it could be played as that. It also could be played as a 4-1-2-1-2 with obviously Bellingham and Dahoud going as your 8s, Witsel dropping down to the 6, Royce as your 10, your 2 strikers. It could be played in a variety of way. I just know that from what I've seen so far from Malen, he's not played as a striker. It's pitched, like I said, a pitcher of 4-3-3, but no right wing. And Marco Royce is playing under Holland and then having Malen out to the... So I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see until this thing actually gets kick-started here. But it's going to be interesting. Dortmund 4-1, Chelsea beat Spurs 4-2. All right, good predictions. Malen is just like Sancho, both having shit starts this season. Well, hopefully he comes as hot as Sancho did. Because, yeah, I mean, Sancho had a terrible start to our season last year and really found a way to turn it around. We got a member here on the channel, Super Sweet, says, I figure Rosa wants either Brandt or Hazard to be right wing. Well, I beg him he does not want Brandt as right wing. I don't think he would. I don't think there's anyone else who can play the right winger position besides Hazard. It's why we haven't played with it yet. He doesn't trust Canal. He doesn't trust Meunier. There's no way he trusts Brandt to play out on the right wing. He may put Brandt through the middle from time to time, but I think he's been going with these unorthodox formations because he doesn't trust anyone to play on that right-hand side. Now that Hazard is back being healthy, there may be a chance down the line that he does end up switching to a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, and we'll see Hazard utilized on that right-hand side. But for now, I don't know. I think we're going to see a little bit more of these unorthodox, and that's the only word I can think of to describe how this formation is and how we've been playing. One thing that makes me a little concerned about Malen's future is that he's not even close to scoring a goal, and that's not a great sign. He's been decent in creativity. I think he's had some good opportunities to score. He's had a couple one-on-ones that he's been denied, so I mean that just goes down to not being able to finish. That's on Malen. He's been creating chances. He could have had a couple assists the last time out. I think the positivity around him is there. I just think he needs to find some consistent performances. A bunch of member comments right in a row. British Empire says, "Hey, what's up, Josh? Malen monster class incoming." I like it. Hummels or Akanji. Our defense is crap. I don't know about our defense is crap. I think that's as strong as a back four you're gonna want. Guerrero, Hummels, Akanji, Meunier, like for the personnel that's available to us. I can't stay today, just here to like. Everyone should, and say that Malen gets the first one. 3-1. I like it. And you heard the man, Eric. We appreciate you coming in, tuning in. If you guys haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like on the stream. We're getting very, very close to kickoff. Drop a sub as well, and put your predictions in, guys. Put your predictions in. Josh, the ref robbed us of top spot in the Prem. Two Ronaldo penalties not given. De Gea forced to make a penalty save. Do you guys win the game? Yeah, you won the game, didn't you? I don't know. I think that last one, Ronaldo took a heavy touch and then got taken down. I didn't have any issue with it. But you guys won. So either way. Hello there, Josh. Hopefully Gisman gets his goal. He's on my fantasy team. Ah, there you go. It's a fair way of looking at it. In my fantasy team, who do I have today? I think I have... I don't even know who I have. I don't know what... I think I have a Kanji, maybe Guerrero. Union Berlin, small team. Taking shots. Blotty's fantastic shout. Unpopular opinion, but I think he's even better than Immobile. Obviously, Immobile has scored more goals in matches. Yeah, no, Blotty does seem like the real deal, but I think he needs to get a move away from Trino. I don't know. It seems like he should have moved a couple of seasons ago. He scored tons of goals, and he's playing in pretty mediocre sides. So I don't know who the replacement is going to be. That's the main thing. We had a nice debate on it on a stream a few days ago, but I have no idea who our replacement is going to be for Haaland once he eventually moves on. But if Meunier plays horribly, Meunier's been on good form, and you guys have kept calling me out in the chat saying that, come on, Josh, like give the man some credit. And you know what? You're right. All right, let's see how I can make this look nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, Belotti's a good striker. He is a good striker. But let's see some score predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing a bunch of them roll in. 3-0 for Dortmund. There you go. Just added a like. I think I've been so long since I used YouTube. Aha, I appreciate the like, my man. 3-0 for me. Haaland with a brace. Meunier on the score sheet. Ballsy call. I respect it. 3-1 Dortmund with a late Haaland goal to put it away. Fair. We won 2-1. Lingard scored a screamer. The third one wasn't a penalty. The first two were. I didn't watch the whole game. I watched towards the end. I watched Lingard score that beautiful goal, and then a penalty not given to Ronaldo, and then a penalty given for Mark Noble, which is a stupid thing to do. I don't know why you would bring on a player who hasn't had a touch on the field yet, bring him off the bench, take a penalty for him to miss. I mean, it was an awful penalty too, but anyways. Which Hazard is better in your opinion? Eden Hazard is not a solid player anymore. He's not. Eden Hazard was way better of a player than Thorgan ever will be. Eden Hazard was, in my opinion, world class. I thought he was just a spectacular player. Now he's fallen apart since he left Chelsea, and his performances aren't convincing. I think, but to be fair, I mean Hazard hasn't been that great either because of injuries. Both of them have been plugged with them. But at the moment, if I was gonna take one of my team and expect a better performance, I'd go Thorgan over Hazard. But again, I was a big fan of Eden Hazard. I think he's a spectacular player in his prime, which he's no longer in. But we do have, and like I agree, Eden Hazard was a better player I don't know if he still is. I mean, he's had some terrible performances at Real Madrid, and he's just not the impact player he once was. Josh, we got this 3-0 Malen, a goal and an assist. Royce, Holland getting a couple goals, a couple huge saves by Gregor Kobel. Luka, gotta love it. Finished my COD match. Got best play, attaboy. But Thorgan is in form, or was until his injury. Yeah, I mean, both Hazard brothers, man, have been really, really struggling in terms of trying to be able to stay fit, which is just a shame. A couple other predictions, a lot of comments coming in. Hi from a Bayern fan. Cheers, my man. You guys destroyed Bochum yesterday. And you were checking fantasy on your last stream. You asked if I was number 40. Yes, number 40. Yeah, I'm doing very poor. 3-2 for Borussia Dortmund. 2-1 for Dortmund. 3-2. 2-2 for me. Hope I'm wrong. We hope you're wrong as well. 4-0. Josh, do you think BVB can keep a Kanji from some other elite club? Yes. I'm not worried about a Kanji leaving anytime soon. I think he is very important to our team. I think he likes being here. 4-0 to BVB. Will BVB sell Holland in 2022? If I had to put money on it, yes. The only big chance, in my opinion, is that Mina Ranola makes it impossible for that to actually happen. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. But we're going to get ready, guys. Kickoff is almost underway. All right. Let's see. Hopefully my ticker stays nice and easy for us. Josh, when you get 100K, remember me. It's a big if, my man, but I appreciate the kind words. If you guys are new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and put your predictions in. We had a nice little debate here about Eden Hazard versus Thorgan Hazard. Alex says that Eden Hazard is washed up. Thorgan is now better, and I agree. I do. Though I'm a Bayern fan, but I think Holland will be a top goal scorer this season ahead of Lewandowski. Ooh, it's a bold claim. It's a decent claim. Can Veghorst come to BVB as a Holland replacement? Just saying. I wouldn't mind Veghorst. He's a very different striker than obviously Holland is. He lacks that pace, but is good in the air. I don't know if he'd be a target. His profile doesn't really fit the player we technically go for. So we will have to wait and see. We got 4-2 for Dortmund, 4-3 for Dortmund. If BVB wins the Champions League or Bundesliga, will they sell Holland? So here's a good way of looking at it, guys. If we win the treble next year, in my opinion, the probability of Holland leaving is even higher. Because everyone is just going to want him that much more. I'd be very surprised, no matter the circumstances, no matter how we do this season or how good or bad. I have a feeling Holland will probably leave. But there are big reports that his release clause wasn't actually real, which is something that we've talked about a lot on the channel as well. So we will just have to wait and see. Let's buy Bronchick next year. We could probably buy him. It depends on how he performs. I mean, he's had one good start so far for us, which there's a lot more for him to prove. If we win something this season, Holland might stay for another season. I don't know. You see, and I'm opposite. If we win anything this year, in my opinion, it just makes it harder to keep Holland. I don't think it's. I mean, again, if the release clause is not real, that puts it, a little bit tastier because we can get a lot of money. But regardless, if Holland wants to leave, I have a feeling that it'll happen. I don't think winning will make him stay. I mean, we've seen Dortmund has had a lot of success in the past. Winning leagues, going to Champions League finals, winning pokals. You saw the success we had. What does it lead to? What does it ultimately lead to every single season? Departures. I promise you, if we have a great treble season this year, which we won't have, you're gonna see whoever stood out. You'd see the Bellinghams get ripped up. You'd see Geos get ripped up. You'd see Hollands get ripped up. You'd see everyone because they've made a statement with a big win. Josh, FYI, comments are not showing on the screen. Yep, I stopped doing it. But I don't show the comments on the stream once the game starts because I don't have time to look at it. Fam, just tell me whether Felipe sent it. No, he's not a BVB legend. he had a couple of decent seasons, but no, not a chance is he a legend. Not a chance is he a legend. Scored a very impressive goal. One that was in the hearts of all of us, but... Oh, my water bottl's leaking. All right, guys, here's a big request. So I cannot watch the game at full right from the beginning because Sportsnet decided to do the Leverkusen game, which they should be shot. Okay, that's awful. I should not say that. They should be punished. But I am gonna be behind you guys. So I will let you know when kickoff happens now. So the courtesy is if there's a goal being scored, don't react. Do not react to the goal. I'm not looking at the screen because I'm about to get kickoff now. So if I see a single person say goal in the chat before I react, you will be banned. That is the rules of the chat because I'm not doing this debate through the entirety of this match. But let's do this. Drop a like, guys, if you have just joined us. We are underway. So I'm 20 seconds in. So like I said, I'm streaming the game because Sportsnet screwed me. Who plays the Leverkusen game? Who cares about the Leverkusen game? No one. No one cares about the Leverkusen game. So yeah, so I am going to be behind you guys. I'm just sorry. If you want to link up with me, I'm... Oh. Could have been an early goal. Could have been an early goal there. All right, Cartoon, you have one more chance to not say goal, and then you will be banned. You're always behind us. Well, Union Berlin scored about 30 seconds in the game. Offside, though. Offside. Let's get the dub, says James. That could have been a really poor start. All right. Got a banned Cartoon now. I won't ban you. I'll put you in a timeout. Because why not? Why not? I thought it was funny. But all right, let's do this. So yeah, guys, for everyone coming in today, I'm watching the game on a stream because Sportsnet let us down and played the Leverkusen game. Like anyone in Canada cares about that. Regardless, I'm going to be behind you guys. So I am sorry. So the rules of the watch along today is do not react to anything until I do. Show some courtesy for not only myself, but for other people watching the match as well. And yeah, that's it. That's all, those only rules. Hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves. But Union Berlin did score very early in this game, which is quite ridiculous, but it did not count. And now I need to try to figure out a way not to see the screen. But I'm excited. I'm hoping that you guys are excited as well. Union Berlin is the Leicester of the Bundesliga. No one hates them. Everyone admires them. I think it's a fair statement. They've done really, really well since coming up to the Bundesliga. They really have. I don't know what to use to cover. Cartoon is a troll. I put him in a timeout. My heart went down to my stomach after the goal. Cartoon, but he definitely knew what he was getting. That's okay. That's okay. He'll understand. He'll understand. But let's take a look, guys. And once someone actually figures out what Dortmund are playing today, feel free to let me know. Because again, like I've talked about, it looks like it's going to be a weird formation, but keep an eye on Marco Reus. Marco Reus is going to tell us what we're playing. And it does kind of look like Reus is playing out on the right-hand side today, which I think is very interesting because it tells me that we might be playing a 4-3-3. We're playing a formation that's actually one that's relatively used instead of the really weird formation that we actually do use. Because look at where Holland is, look where Malen is, and look at where Reus is, guys. We were playing a 4-3-3 today. Drop a W in the chat. This is wild. Reus is playing as the right wing, Holland as the striker, and Malen out on the left wing. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. We're playing 21st century football here, and I gotta respect it. But I can't find something to cover up my phone. Trolls belongs to the bridges. Did you see the video on Holland Ford Goretzka? I did not. I did not. I use a 4-3-3 on FIFA. Dortmund are learning from me. Use a 4-3-3. Do you use that for Ultimate Team? Because, I mean, if you do, credit to you. How do you feel about Leipzig not breathing into our necks this season and being so far behind? As a lot of you guys know who watch the channel, I said Leipzig, in my opinion, we're going to have a tough start to the season. I just felt like Jesse Marsch lost too many bodies, that he wasn't quite up to the level of the Bundesliga yet. I didn't expect them to go 1-1-3 in their first 5. That's a pretty pathetic attempt to start a season. No offense to Jesse Marsch, but it is. And I don't know. We're going to really see how lenient Leipzig are. In my opinion, they don't want to see Jesse Marsch fail for several reasons, marketing being a massive one of them. And I can say that pretty confidently because guess what? Leipzig's a business. That's all that they are. With no disrespect to any Leipzig fans. I mean, if you live in Leipzig and you're a Leipzig supporter, that's totally fine. But they look at it like a business. And Jesse Marsch brings a lot of interest because he is the number 1 manager around the world that's American, coaching at the highest level. So I just said he'd probably have a bad start to the season, and I wasn't expecting it to be quite this poor. But it doesn't bother me with Leipzig. The biggest thing with Dortmund is they have to keep up with Bayern. That's where the issues are going to come into play. But if you guys are just tuning in today, drop a like, say hello in the chat, and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. We haven't asked that question yet. I'm Josh, for you guys who are new to the chat, and I'm watching from Canada. Cheering on the boys. And we're playing a 4-3-3, which is just fantastic. And it's the proper thing to do. If you guys remember when we lost to Freiburg, they played with a very stubborn, wide formation, and we couldn't break it down. And I'm really happy that Marco Rose saw that and is now playing with a little width, which is perfect. Marco Reus actually playing out on the right-hand side is going to be interesting today as well. Raisin Sport Leipzig is a plastic team. We're a 4th division team before a fizzy drink company bought them. I like it. JJD TV tuning in from Ireland. We got someone watching from London. 4-3-3 narrow. Nope, it's a 4-3-3 width, which is wide. A wide 4-3-3. And again, the way that Union Berlin plays, they play in their 3-5-2. That's how they're lined up today. And it's how, when we play in a 4-1-2-1-2, very narrow, we get burned against 4-4-2s and against 3-5-2s. They just have the width to take advantage of us if we don't dominate. And luckily for us today that Marco Rose read that and actually changed it. Now, keep an eye, for you guys who are trying to watch the formation, keep an eye on Malen and Royce today. It's a nice little ball. Malen is very, very wide. And Royce is touching the sideline as well, which I just really enjoy. Because I was a little nervous that he was going to go with the 4-1-2-1-2, and it just wouldn't match up tactically against these wide formations. When you have wingbacks bombing down the pitch against a narrow 4-1-2-1-2, that's what puts us in a lot of trouble. And like I said recently, Royce, whether it's a 4-3-3 or however you want to look at it, it's Malen on the wide left with Royce playing as a cam. No one on the right. But watch Royce today, guys. You're going to see him way out on the right-hand side. We're actually playing with width. And I'm curious with Royce's 73 pace of how he can get on today on the right-hand side. That's a joke. 73 pace is just cruel to our boy Marco Reus. But let's just cover this up. Perfect. All right. Got my thing covered, which is perfect. Bayern is looking at Pepe. What's your opinion on that? Interesting. My opinion is interesting. I think Pepe's going to get a lot of looks from around the league. I don't think Bayern is a great move for him unless he goes there and gets loaned out a few times. I think he needs to play. I think he needs to go somewhere that's a decent actual step for him. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Any U.S. men's national team fans in there, let me know. Nice ball from Royce. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think he should go. I think he should go somewhere where basically he'll find some sets. That's a really good ball. And there's the width, and that's what I'm talking about right there, guys. That's the width. This is what you're gonna get out of a 4-3-3 when you're against a system like Union Berlin's. Nice little ball. Guerrero. Oh! Oh my! Guerrero! What a bullet! Ooh. Ooh. That was a rocket. What a strike from Guerrero. Oh my. Oh, that was gorgeous. What a hit. And what a ball over to Malen, who just held on to it. Did very well from this left-hand side. I'm telling you, man, he's turning into a little winger here. Nice little ball to Guerrero. Dahoud, little flick up, and then... Oh my god, what a goal. What a goal. That is fantastic. Drop a W in the chat for Guerrero, man. I'm going to look for another stream, though. Because I am... Like, this stream, honestly, isn't bad. I am, like, a minute behind you guys. So, for anyone being like, Josh, what's your clock at? That's, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to try another stream to see if I can get something that is a little more up to date. But when you're finding streaming and I'm streaming to YouTube, it's almost like good luck. But anyways, I did just find another stream. It is a little bit behind. I'm at 11 minutes and 7 seconds. So I think I'm at literally about a minute behind. So again, just try not to comment, try not to react until I do. Sorry guys for this. But it is what it is. Maybe Holland to Man United. What's your opinion? I wouldn't go to United if I was Holland. I'd go somewhere where he can win stuff. So. Cartoon says, I'm still here, Josh. That's okay. That's okay. I almost blocked you. On accident. I wasn't going to block you, but I put you in a... it gave me the option to put you in a timeout or to block you. And I almost, because a comment came up, so it pushed the mouse right to block. So you almost were blocked, my man. Playing in a dangerous game. But, no, I didn't want to block you. So I only put you in a timeout. So welcome back. You serve your timeout. But goal. I've got a stream 10 seconds ahead of yours on Soccer Streams Reddit. Ooh, great minds think alike. Not PSG. Yo, I don't know. If Holland's going to leave, like I said, guys, I see him going to Madrid or I see him going to City. I don't think United's a good fit for him. I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a good manager, and I just don't think United is near as far ahead as City is. But that's just me. Josh doesn't like Man U. I don't, but I'm not, like, I honestly tried to be a very unbiased person. United's not my favorite team, but I just genuinely don't think they're going to win a lot. If I'm Erling Haaland and I want to go somewhere to win, I'm going to City. I just am. You have a connect. Your dad played there. Pep Guardiola is the manager, which has got to be huge. I know that there's some issues again with his agent. There's always going to be when Mino is your agent, but I don't know. I wouldn't go to United because I just don't see United winning under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They need a better manager. But that's my opinion. Not everyone agrees with it, and that's fine. But what a start for the boys today, guys. Nobody likes United. Yeah, or maybe I'm not unbiased. I don't know. Regardless, let me know in the chat, guys. And I know you don't. If you don't want to think about him leaving, you don't have to. But honest opinion, if you're Erling Haaland, where do you go? City, United, Madrid. Pick one of the three. Just one of those three. Because Madrid's going to be on the upward spiral, especially they pick up Mbappe. They got the right pieces there. United, I just don't think is. Until they get a manager who's actually got quality, I just don't think that they're good enough. And City will always be there because they got a crap ton of money. They got a great manager. And they need a striker. So he'll walk into that team. Anyways, I don't want to talk about my man Holland leaving. What I do want to talk about is that the boys are up 1-0. Great early start. We're playing in a 4-3-3, which is very, very nice to see. You see our boy Marco Reus and Thomas Meunier running down that right-hand side. Martial, Cavani, Matic, Mata would go next summer. It's Ole. Ole's got to go for me to think that Holland's got to go there. I just don't think he's a good manager because he's not. Jorge says City. United is the USA of soccer. Holland becomes the new Van de Beek and gets benched to Martial. It could happen. Do you think Erling might want to stay? Pretty low, but man can dream. It depends. I personally don't know. He's so young. He's so talented. He's having a really good time, in my opinion, at Dortmund. But like any big player, man, you need to score. You need to win stuff. You need to win titles. You need to win and make deep runs in the Champions League. If we don't win the league this year, if we don't even win the Pokal, if we don't have a decent Champions League run, I think Holland thinks about leaving. That's my opinion. If we do win something, maybe that is a chance that he changes. That was an iffy deflection there. I thought that was going in. Do you like Danny Aarons? I do. He's very funny. I don't watch a lot of FIFA creators, but I do think he's very funny. Oh, that would have been a very fluky goal. Depends on if we win anything. But again, winning stuff is a double-edged sword, guys. Like I said, if Dortmund win the treble, I guarantee you're going to see 3-4 players leave. It's just that simple. It's always like that. It always is like that. But regardless, I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's a huge chance of him leaving. I personally think that there is. But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see how it plays out. The wild card is that his agent's an idiot. And can maybe find a way to screw Holland out of a move he may want. Which is good for us, guys. Which is good for us. But 16 minutes in, Dortmund with the 1-0 lead. Playing relatively well at home, guys. The clean sheet is the big thing we wanted today. Now, I put my score prediction as 2-0. Did anybody else have that as well? Let's remind some people of what they predicted. I said 2-0. And remember, I'm on a roll, guys. I said 4-3 Dortmund over Leverkusen, and I said 2-1 Dortmund over Besiktas. So I'm 2 for 2. You know, I'm on fire. And I said 2-0 today for Dortmund. So we'll see if I can go 3 for 3. But oh, that's a nice little ball. Nutmegs Thomas Meunier, but Bellingham's a weapon. Hey, Joshy Poo, what up? Camp Chris, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. We're 17 minutes in this match. I think we're doing pretty decent so far. I said 2-0. JJD TV fan, we're on the same page today. I woke up still sleepy as hell. That Rafa goal was nasty. Yeah, that goal was filthy. That goal was filthy. But Max Cruz has got a corner coming in. Defended up. And Kobel gets pushed there. That's got to be a bit of a foul. Clean sheet today, hopefully. That is something that's important. We said, I think we agreed as a community here, if we could pick two things, clean sheet and Donyell Malen scoring. Now, Guerrero had a freaking weapon of a goal, which is fantastic. But Holland should stay at BVB. Sancho shouldn't have left. He was a guaranteed regular first-team football at a club his talent could develop. Yeah, I mean, Sancho, I watched a little bit of the United game today, and I mean, Sancho he didn't start. I don't believe he started. I watched towards the end of the game he was on when I was watching, but Donyell Malen, look at him go, man. Malen, and look at him. He's just going for shots, man. That's what you want. That's what you want. And he wants his goal. And something I've really liked about Malen's play is, like I said, like he, to me, reminds me of a winger. I know he doesn't play the winger role very well, or he didn't play a winger role at PSV, but look at the way he goes around players. Like, there's nothing wrong with that right there. He has the confidence to take players on 1v1, and he's very successful. Marco Reus to Donyell Malen. Oh. It's coming, boys. It's coming. Have we hit 50 likes yet, though, guys? I'm not sure. If we haven't, be sure to drop a like, say hello, and let me know what your opinion is on Malen. If you think he can be a winger for this team going forward or not. Because, again, every single time I watch him, I know he hasn't scored yet, which is frustrating because we brought him in to be a striker. But what if he wasn't a striker? What if we actually brought him in as a Sancho replacement? What if that's the case? Because if so, watch the way he's playing. Look at him right now, hugging the touchline, inviting the ball, wanting the ball, taking players on 1v1, taking shots from outside of the box. Tracking back, look at Armang there. I don't know. I like a lot of what I see from Donyell Malen, and it looks like he may be a winger, man. It does. Sancho is struggling for game time at United, even considering the amount of Man United paid for him because the competition is so great. Even as good as Cavani is, he can't make the first 11. Yeah, a lot of that also goes down to the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a clown. But again, my very unbiased opinion. I'm kidding. That's sort of rude. Ole's done he's done an average job at United, and I think that's fair to say. I don't think he's been crazy disappointing by any stretch. I know I exaggerate over Ole. I just surprised that they handed him a new contract. They had no reason to hand him a new contract, and they handed him one for 3 years. He's probably going to be fired within those 3 years. But again, I digress. What if Malen turns out to be the next great center back? You never know. Impressive from Malen, but who does he think he is taking those kind of chances when passing is a better option? And I don't mind it. And I totally get what you're saying, Yusuf. And look at Yusuf's blackout JJD TV logo beside his name. Longest member here on the channel, so always a nice shout out to Yusuf. I think it looks clean. But regardless, I do take your opinion there, but I like it. We're all begging that Malen turns out to be money well spent. I think that there's a lot of things to like about him. He, to me, reminds me of a winger. Now, we haven't seen him play down the middle, so it's sort of unfair to say he can't do that job when Holland does leave. But I think he's doing everything right so far to play in the left wing position. And guess what? We need wingers. We don't have that depth. We have Royce playing out at right wing right now with Malen at left. And every time the ball goes to Malen, he looks dangerous. Now, maybe he should have went for the pass, but sooner or later, man, one of those shots are going to go in. And that's what I like to see from him. Pretty sure that Oil London is at the touch line pretending to be Ole. Fam, the geezer's the biggest clown out there. Jadon Sancho should play for the USF, or the USA. Ole's only good because the players he had. Yeah, I just don't think he's... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't want to keep going on. I mean, I could care less about him. But I just don't think he's a good manager. That's my only opinion. He got the job because he used to play for United. Deep ball and poor ball in the end. Ooh, blackout. Yeah, I got a couple members tuning in on the channel today. 22 minutes in, Dortmund up 1-0. I don't think we can complain too much, man. I don't think we can play too much. He has incredible potential, just needs to get used to the league. Yep. I just like... Oh, look at the goal again. Showing a replay of Guerrero's goal. Just fantastic. But we're playing well. I mean, Union Berlin hasn't created anything yet. They really, honestly, they really haven't. Nice ball. Nice tackle there from Hummels. Dahoud. Donyell Malen. He just looks like a winger, guys. You gotta love it. Thomas Meunier. He's been whipping in good balls of late. Erling Haaland from Thomas Meunier once again, guys. Okay. What was the biggest problem with Thomas Meunier? And I've said it time and time again. He was not able to put in a good ball to save his life last year. Not one single time was he good enough to put in a ball. He always did well getting up and down the pitch, finding himself in good positions, but his final product was horrible. Thomas Meunier's got what? 3-4 assists in the last 3 or 4 games, man? What another excellent ball. And look at the space he covers up. Look at this space. I don't even know where Royce is. He's towards the middle here. Thomas Meunier does very well to get up into good positions. And this is just a quality cross. So dangerous to be attacked. Thomas Meunier, baby. 3 assists. Whew. How do you Dortmund fans feel about Thomas Meunier now? That right back position was scary for us this season. And you know what? He's killing it, man. Look at Marco Rosa. Absolutely loves it. Meunier is really good. Do you guys remember us? I mean, it's the beautiful thing about redemption or a bounce back season. He had a poor season, man, and again, I try to be. I mean, it's my job to try to make us positive about our players. But I mean, there was times last year where you just couldn't. He couldn't put a right foot in. Everything Thomas Meunier did pretty much last year was underwhelming, and it was almost like he couldn't get any worse this year. He couldn't. He had to get better. He had a decent Euro. He unfortunately picked up COVID right at the beginning of the season, and then we thought, okay, first performances were somewhat iffy, but he has been rock solid. Man, he's picking up confidence. And the biggest thing I had, and I never had any issues with his, there's a good tackle there by Meunier as well, speaking of our man. I never had any issues with Thomas Meunier getting forward, the runs that he made. He always seemed to be dangerous going forward, but he never picked out the right ball. Every single time when he should have drilled it across goal, he put it in the air. When he should have put it in the air, he drilled it across goal. Some of them would just simply miss the ball. and now he's obviously, maybe it's confidence, maybe it's the system. I don't know. But his quality of ball coming back in has just been fantastic. And here comes Marco Reus. This is the PSG Meunier that COVID made him better. Apparently, man. I don't know exactly what happened, but Meunier is becoming our assist king. Who would have thought from John? Literally. What is really funny is people think Mbappe should be better than Haaland due to a straight machine. He is, man. But how reassuring is it for you guys now, watching our back four and thinking that we have a right back that can do a job? Like I said, this is our best four at the back right now. Guerrero at left back, and guess what? He scored a banger today. It's a tough touch there from Malen. Meunier coming up clutch with a beautiful assist. And then you got our two center backs, Hummels and Akanji. That is the back four that we want. And if Meunier can continue these performances, man, he's going to be a big blessing. Bro, I'm already imagining Thomas Meunier's player of the season in FIFA 22. I mean, if you can keep up this kind of performances, man, why not? A lot of players, you just need to get on the same wavelength. You need to find a system. Maybe it's Marco Rose. Maybe don't give Marco Rose enough credit. I don't know what's happening, but Thomas Meunier is continuing the decent runs that he used to make last season. But every ball he seems to put into the box is dangerous. And a lot of them this season has led to him getting assists. Josh, do you think we can pull off a clean sheet today? I hope so. I support Dortmund and my dad supports Union. There you go. So you're going to have the last laugh on your dad today. But yeah, I think a clean sheet's pretty important for us today. I do. I feel like he's going to get even better if he keeps playing like this. Consistency is the number one thing with him. It absolutely is. Max Kruse, deep ball coming in. And who is there but Thomas Meunier? All right, this is gonna be a little love, guys, because like I said, I haven't done it enough. But put a W in for Thomas Meunier, guys. Put a W in the chat. Show Thomas Meunier a little love, because I haven't done it quite enough. And he's been really good today. He's been really good for the last few games, but I mean, on the defensive side of things, smart clearances, good tackles, getting up forward. This is a sympathy. This is a little bit of love for a guy who had a miserable season last year. Let's be completely honest. Oh, dangerous ball in the box, but defended relatively well. And I see a lot of W's coming into the chat. Josh, have you seen a weakness in Bayern this season where they can finally challenge for the title? Not good for German football when one club has been dominating for the season for so long. Excellent question. A lot of big W's coming in for Thomas Meunier. Don't jinx Meunier, guys. Don't jinx Meunier. I don't know. In my opinion, the only way that, and it's tough, but the only way that I see Bayern dropping points and dropping the title is if Nagelsmann overthinks it. And I personally believe that because they have just too good of a team. And unfortunately for everyone else in the league, their players who were questionable are getting hot. Sané is getting hot. Jamal Musiala is coming into his own. Lewandowski's always going to score. The biggest thing for me is if Nagelsmann starts getting confidence and maybe starts switching things up. Maybe he tries out his back three, which he was known for so much at Leipzig. Maybe he just you know what I mean, like a young manager finding success and then just going for random stuff. And I think that can maybe bite them in the butt sometimes. But other than that, if the team just gels with his switch up and his formations, it's hard to bet against Bayern, man. It's so hard to, but we're up 2-0, guys, which is fantastic right now. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you're just tuning in. Drop a sub as well, and if you're new to the channel, say hello. Join our Dortmund community. A really good community, honestly. And this community is back in Thomas Meunier today, which is just fantastic. But just be like, hi Josh, I'm new to the channel. I love Dortmund, and then I will say, you're a smart man. Welcome to the channel. I don't think it speaks to German football that Bayern are dominant. It's really the same with the other leagues, to be fair. I mean, it sucks that Bayern has won so much, obviously, because that just means that my club has not. But I do think it would be better for the Bundesliga for Bayern to finally lose a title. And to be fair, we should have done it in the 2018-19 season. But, I mean, I don't know. I personally don't see them slowing down. I think the only way that Bayern does it if they do it to themselves. And it's unfortunate, but they're just so good. They're such a well-oiled machine. And I was hoping Nagelsmann would get cocky and try different things. And so far, he hasn't. He's been sticking with that 4-2-3-1. And Bayern have started picking up form, which is scary. Kanji looks like he's going to be okay. I don't hate this jersey, but if we were to win the Bundesliga, I'll buy it in a heartbeat. There you go. Hi, I'm new to the channel, and I love Holland and Dortmund. Scott, how you doing? You're a smart man. Great team, great player. So, I mean, welcome to the community, Scott. Hope you're doing well today. Being a Dortmund fan, Scott, what do you think about the game so far? Jorge says, welcome, Scott. Got a little love from the community. When Lewandowski retires. Yeah. Josh, do you have TikTok? I do. I have an account, but I haven't posted anything on TikTok. But the community is doing very well, welcoming Scott today. Smart man who likes Dortmund and Holland. I mean, you can't go too wrong right there. Look at it. Look at our boy Meunier. And that's something, again, that didn't seem like a big deal what he just did, but it's something that speaks to a more confident player. In the space of 30 seconds, Thomas Meunier, in tight spaces, found good passing, under pressure, and just did it twice, 2 times back to back. You watch that is a right back playing with confidence. Those can be sketchy passes sometimes when you're getting pressed down and you only have he just made 3-4 passes in 30 seconds. They all had to be good, because if they weren't, and you turn that ball over into dangerous territory, it's going to put you in a little bit of trouble. But that little sequence right there tells me that Meunier is playing with confidence. Nice ball. Finds Holland. Need one more goal and be safe. One more to 60 likes. You guys are killing it today. I appreciate all the love. Malen does very well there. Dahoud, and here he is, Thomas Meunier. Oh, and he goes outside the foot, because why not? Because he's playing with a little swagger to his game right now. Guerrero. We need that Malen goal, guys. We need that Malen goal. Meunier just tried it outside of the boot cross. Again, he's playing with confidence, man. He's playing with confidence, and that's what you want. That's what you want out of your right back. Like I said, not only today, guys, what I'm noticing with Thomas Meunier, not only is his runs fantastic, his deliveries about 100 times better than they were last season, but the calmness to his game right now. It's not a huge. Look at his runs. Always finding movement. Always getting up and down that right-hand side. Thomas Meunier is playing fantastic right now. But it's also the calmness to his play. And another good ball from Thomas Meunier. His calmness to his play, to play out from the back like that. To have that kind of composure around you. To pick out the right pass. He looks like a different Thomas Meunier. I think Emre Can is the missing piece. Ooh, I don't believe that. But there's a nice split with the Dortmund love for Emre Can. I don't think he makes this team better. Like in the starting 11. I think coming from the bench, playing in specific games, he's very, very useful. But I don't start Emre Can in our best 11. That's my opinion. That doesn't mean it's the right opinion. But let me know if you guys would start Emre Can in our best 11. And if so, who do you take out? I'm assuming Witsel for you top. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion on Emre Can. It does not mean it's right. Emre Can is a very athletic player, very good, which allows him to play a variety of different positions. I think arguably, if I was to put Can into our best 11, we'd have to play in probably a 3-4-2-1, and then have Can play outside right center back. That's where I would see him at his best. I don't trust him in the middle. Josh, I've been watching for 6 months, but only made an account last month. Ah, very cool. Well, you've been here for a while then, my man. You going to do some FIFA content this season? I am. I'm hoping to buy the game right away. I don't know if it'd be better just to, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do FIFA content, what type do you want to see? Do you want to see Ultimate Team? Do you want to see just career mode? Do you want me to see it streamed on YouTube? Do you want to see it streamed on Twitch? Put in some opinions, because I am trying to figure out how to do it and the best way to do it. Can in the back three, or instead of Witsel. Yep, and that makes sense. I don't know if I like Can in the middle of the park. I feel like he's too... He's a risk for a dangerous foul in a dangerous area, because he's a rash kind of player. I think when you push him out wide, and like as a right back, makes him less dangerous to cause one of those, and even as an outside right center back. Either way. Pre-order so you can get homegrown players on career mode. Can brings a lot of characteristics to our team that is needed: physicality, correctness, versatility, and experience. Yeah, and a little chip on his shoulder is also a really fair assumption of what he brings. I love rash players. You can. I don't know. That's just, again, it's just me. I just feel like when he's on and he's near the ball and near a foul, you know what I mean? You get tense because you just don't know what's going to come from it. But Can has had a lot of good performances. That's my best 11 doesn't have Can in it, but he does have a part to play for this team. He absolutely does. JJD TV creates a career mode with members being the players. Can you do that? Can gives away many pens. He does. Part of being a rash player, he is. But again, it is a type of player that we don't have on the pitch. No one is quite like Emre Can. So I absolutely agree with the mentality. I do like a lot of what Can does in that way. And when Chan's dialed in and when Can is composed, you see a good game from him. But here's a perfect example, guys. Remember the City game last year where we lost? I thought Can had an excellent game. I thought he played really, really well. He won most of his tackles. He was a real force, stopped a lot of the City attack, and then that one lapse of concentration leads to a penalty. And that sums up Emre Can for me. Decent ball for Union Berlin. Oh, skies it. Rather have a rash player like Can than a calm player like Brandt. I would, depending on the formation, yeah, I would play Can sometimes instead of Brandt. But in my opinion, this is our best 11. Right now, guys, this is our best 11. Kobel, Meunier, Akanji, Hummels, and Guerrero for the back four. The three-man midfield I like the most is Witsel at the 6 with Bellingham and De Hood as your 8s. And then you have Royce, Malen, and Holland for the front three. This is, in my opinion, this is our best 11. Doesn't mean we don't need depth, don't need options later on in the game. Brandt, Gio and Brandt aren't in my best 11. But let me know if there's any players on the Dortmund team that would be in your best 11 that aren't playing today. Josh, we are playing so organized. If we play like this, we could win the Klassiker. We are playing confident today. And again, in my opinion, if we lined up in a 4-1-2-1-2, this game is not going the way it is. So that goes down to Marco Rosa making a good decision, realizing that when you play a team like Union Berlin, who play in this 3-5-2, can be stubborn to break down system, they will kill us on the counter if they get that chance. And like we did in the Freiburg game, the 4-1-2-1-2 just runs into a wall. Look at the width we're utilizing this game. Not only is Marco Reus playing wider, which sometimes I don't think he prefers, but he's doing it for the team. Thomas Meunier bombing up and down the pitch. Oh, it's a really poor ball there from Marco Reus. But he went with the right formation. He really did. Thoughts on Werner to replace Haaland rumor? Personally, I'm a fan because I like Werner. I feel like he would do better in the Bundesliga. I honestly think that Werner, if he came to Dortmund, he would find his goal scoring form again. I think he would be a fine replacement. It might allow Malen to stay as a winger and Werner as a striker, or they can switch. I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think if you're going to ask majority Dortmund fans, I think it's probably like 75-25 would take him. The other 75 would not. I don't have a preference yet because I don't know what our other options are. Like if we can get someone like Lautaro Martinez, which I personally don't think there's a chance in hell we can. I don't. He was one of the names. Bellotti was one of the names who I think is interesting. I don't know if I think he's the answer. He reminds me of someone who could be similar to Immobile. I don't know. So depending on who the options are, it would maybe make me interested in Werner, but I would take Vlahovic, for example, instead of him. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Josh, I was watching Canada's World Cup match against El Salvador, and I personally was impressed by Tajon Buchanan. I think that he would do well for BVB going forward. Yeah, I was crying for Buchanan for a long, long time. Tweeting Dortmund every once in a while. Here comes Donyell Malen. Malen, we want you to score. But yeah, he obviously chose to go to Club Brugge. I think a couple of teams in the Bundesliga were interested in him. But yeah, I was praying for Buchanan, and some Dortmund fans were like, "Josh, shut up. He's Canadian. You're being biased." And I had fair points. He plays a full right back, right wing back, right winger. He's not a risk. It would have been fine. But regardless, I mean, he got to move to Club Brugge. He'll probably find some success over there. But yeah, Berlin do look really poor today. Dortmund found the right game plan. And again, a lot of that goes down simply to Marco Rosa. It should be an obvious solution, but we've seen him not do it before. Like watching that Freiburg game. And I know it's our only loss of the season, but it was frustrating watching him not be able to switch up his shape. He continually stuck with that unorthodox little 4-1-2-1-2 and gets a 4-4-2, which just created nothing over the majority of the game. We look way better wide. Malen looks good. Royce looks good. Meunier has been probably the best player on the pitch so far. I really, really enjoyed it. Remember what happened to Bellardi and Meunier? You should do a career mode in FIFA 22. I might. I'm probably thinking of streaming on YouTube. So if I do a career mode, I'll probably pop up, go live, and do a career mode. I was also thinking of doing Ultimate Team and doing like a Haaland or Malen to glory, where they had to be my team at all times. I don't know what would interest you guys more. I've never played pro clubs before. Josh, we should try the 3-5-2 with Royce and Haaland in front. We wouldn't ever play with Royce in front. If anything, we'd play a 3-4-1-2. And if you're going to play the back three, which I do think at some point will be a good option, this wasn't the game to do it. It would be Kobel in net, Meunier at right wing back, who, again, he can play well for. Look at that little touch there from Dahoud. Nutmegging. That was gross. But then we'd have Pongacic with Hummels, Akanji as your three center backs, Guerrero, Meunier the wing backs, a midfield tandem of Bellingham, Dahoud probably, then your one cam, which would be Royce, and then Haaland and Malen as your strikers, or two cams. Maybe you put Royce and Malen there, or you go Brandt, Royce, or Royce and Gio, and then Haaland up front. There's a few ways of doing it. But we look dangerous every single time we come... Dahoud! We look dangerous every single time we come down the pitch here. Werner just needs to find himself again. Such a great player. Yeah, I do think he would be successful at Dortmund if he came here. Imagine doing a best 11 of all of our guys from the last 10 years. That would be fun. BVB past and present. Do a career mode on the BVB U23 and buy and get them better than BVB or Canadian players if you want. I forgot they're in this one. The skinny Khedira. Totally controlling the action in this first half. Yeah, this has been a really, really good performance. It has. This has This has been a great, great performance so far. I have a PS4. Too cheap to invest in the PS5 right now. Until I absolutely have to. And yes, I have PS Plus. I don't game very often, though. Oh, Bitzel, attaboy. First half coming to a close very soon. See if we can get one more chance here. Donyell Malen. Look at Malen. Take players on 1v1. Oh, but he got burnt. Tough foul there. When will Gio be back? I think he'll be back relatively soon. I think I think they said that he'd miss a couple games, so he should be back relatively soon. But this was a really, really solid first half. There's a minute of extra play here before we go into halftime. Up by 2. This is, in my opinion, guys, let me know if you agree. This has been the most comfortable, knock on wood, and as long as we don't concede here. Nicely done by Akanji. This has been the most comfortable half of football we've played this year so far. Except for maybe the first half of the Frankfurt game. But I still think this was just so convincing. I think that this system is finally one that the players can buy into for several reasons. But I've been genuinely really impressed. As we roll into halftime, career mode or pro clubs with fans. A lot of pro clubs hadn't played pro clubs before, so Gio will be out until after the upcoming international break. Angie says, hi, at work, so I missed the game. Oh, well, Angie, we have been spectacular so far. But we're going to go into the comments. Halftime is here. We're up 2-0. You can see some of the stats popping up on the screen today. Guys, give me a rating. I mean, well, one, drop a like for that performance. Drop a fat old like, because that was a really, really good performance from the boys today. And give me a rating out of 10 of how you think we performed. Because I think we performed spectacularly today. I really do. Really, really convincing performance today. Josh, we got to play FIFA 22. I'll get the PS4 version on PS5. Well, there you go. Can we keep a clean sheet? That is the question. That is the question. We'll ask that one after. Josh, do a starting 11 if you could, only using U23 players. On Dortmund? Or just anyone? All right, here's our rating, guys. 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Guerrero, you booty. You big booty. You big booty. Okay. Guerrero, you beauty. Yes. Beauty with a booty. Guerrero is something special. He is. I'll watch it when I get home. We've been playing fantastic. I think we were 9.5 out of 10. Dortmund, 8 out of 10. Could be up 4-0 already. That's fair. Yeah, if I had to give it, I'd probably say 9 out of 10. I think that was a really convincing performance. I think a lot of players are buying into the system that we're playing today. We look really good going forward. We look actually composed defensively, which has been weird to say, but it does. Meunier has been the best player on the pitch, in my opinion. James agrees. Meunier looking real good out there. And I agree. We got an 8.5 and another 8. 8.7 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 8.5. You guys have really liked the performance today, as you guys should. Hey, Josh, watching on my phone, so just tuning into halftime. Meunier racking up the assists lately. And if you could have asked for one player to have a bounce-back season or a breakout season, it would have been Meunier, because we didn't target that right-back position. We needed him to be successful. We've seen what it's like having someone like Paslak playing over him. It's not good enough. Meunier has answered. Mark my words, once Malen gets his first goal, he's going to hit the ground running. Everything is there. He just needs a goal or assist. I'm hoping he gets one today, though. I'm hoping he gets one today. He's looking lively out there, I think. A couple of minor defensive lapses. Yeah, iffy. Like, I mean, again, knowing how Dortmund can play in the back, it's always iffy. I think today has been very composed, defending very organized, very well, having a game plan. We look solid today. Usually, like, again, we've been getting the points. We've been getting the points and the wins when we've been playing poorly this season. The Besiktas game, in my opinion, was not comfortable. We didn't look great in it, but we got it done. Same can be said for the Leverkusen game, as that was a wild game, probably the game of the season so far. But this one, right from the off, besides that quick goal that Union scored that got ruled out, we've dominated every sense of the word. Josh Royce could find his form, and we could play him in front. Do you remember back when he destroyed Madrid? Royce isn't a striker, my man. He won't, like, if we're gonna play in a two striker, Royce will not play as a striker. He'll play as a cam. He'll be played out wide this season. So if we were to play a straight up 3-5-2, it would be, unless you wanted to be a 3-5-1-1, like Royce will play as a cam, not as a striker. Especially when we have Malen up there. And Holland doesn't like playing with a striker. So I don't think you're going to see that two-striker formation. That's why you didn't see it today. We're playing in a 4-3-3, which is fantastic. 21st century football, man. Not this 4-1-2-1-2 crap. And we looked way, way better. The width has been spectacular. Seeing us stretch this back end has been good. Seeing Meunier bomb up and down the pitch. Malen looks good. Tyrone's tuning in, says, "Sup, brah?" Not too much, my man. How you doing? Your channel is really good. Greetings from Portugal. Cheers, my man. Appreciate the kind words. Murray crying right now. I thought the game was 11:15. Nope, game was at 11:30. Were you watching it, Tyrone? What do you think of it? Meunier and Guerrero have been so good, so much space going forward because of Berlin's three-man midfield. Yeah, again, a 3-5-2. Watching this today, there was no other formation we could have went with beside the 4-3-3. Maybe 4-2-3-1. But again, the similar things, when you play in a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2, it's very hard for a 4-1-2-1-2 to break that down. You don't have the width, you're too narrow. And we saw it firsthand, what it looked like, and it looked like the Freiburg game. Running into a wall every single way. And now we actually are playing with the 4-3-3. We push Royce out to the right-hand side, which we all know he doesn't love to do. He's not a winger anymore. But he knows that he's one of the best players, that he needs to be on the pitch, and he knows he needs to do it for the team. And I think he's having fun playing alongside Thomas Meunier. I do. I think that they're creating a little bit of magic together, finding good space. He can still drift to the middle when he wants to. It just looks so much better. Worst player on the pitch for you, out of everyone, or out of just Dortmund players? Which I don't think anyone really today for Dortmund has done anything too wrong. I mean, Bellingham's been kind of quiet for considering how dominant he's been. But probably Marvin Friedrich's been the worst player in my opinion. He doesn't look very convincing in the back for Union Berlin, but either way, I'm loving the Meunier, Holland, Bellingham trio. Also a shout out to De Hood, man. I think De Hood's been good. I think Bellingham's been somewhat quiet. Don't you think? Considering again how dominant he's been the last few games, I thought he's just been a little quiet today. Not that he's done anything wrong. It's just he hasn't been as involved as he has been because other people are stepping up today. That Holland goal looked like they had practiced it 100 times. It was just such a composed ball. Man, it's so good. Yo, Meunier, low-key nice with the crosses, though. He is killing it. My dad says Union have been trash. They have not played well. Union Berlin has not played very well today. Almost like they knew they would just want to sit back and defend. Their game plan got torched once we scored the first one, and they just haven't really put anything in going forward. 9.5 only because Royce hasn't had the best match. There's no 10 without him. Yep, and well, that's the point of playing a 4-3-3 is to play without a 10. Royce does drift to the middle every once in a while, but for the most part, he's been stuck out on the wings, which, like I said, it creates width, which is what I think is going to find success today, but it's not playing to his strength. Would you rest Royce for the second half? I'd consider it. Maybe give Meunier a go, or give Knauf a go, or potentially get Hazard back on. Witsel has been so class in this game. He has had a good game. Hear me out. Malen isn't scoring or getting assists, but every game you can see him getting more comfortable, and I feel like it's not too long until he starts scoring and setting up Earl. And I agree with that. Again, he's not scored, which is annoying, but it's going to come because I think each and every game has been a little bit more convincing, a little bit more demanding, and it's going to be sooner or later that he's going to get that goal. Not watching the Chelsea game, thought it started earlier before the Chelsea game. Agree. I love how direct Malen is, so entertaining to watch. Goals and assists will come naturally, and I think that's fair. Malen looks like he's getting more comfortable in the squad. He is, but he looks like a winger to me, guys. He looks like he's played a winger his entire life. Touching the touchline out on the left-hand side, waiting for the ball to come to him. taking on players 1v1, moving on onto your right hand, and then going for shots, man. That's what a good winger does. Now, he hasn't found the end product, but it will come. We need to score at least 3 more goals since Bayern won 7-0. Maybe. Union Berlin's a top team to break down, though, man. And Bochum were dreadful in that 7-0 game. What subs do you think that Rosa will make in the second half? Let me know what you guys think. What subs would you guys make in the second half, or what subs do you think Marco Rosa will make? For me, just looking at players who've had a lot of minutes, I mean, Dahoud, Bellingham, one of the two probably will be taken off. Royce may be taken off. Malen almost surely will be taken off. I could see Knauf coming on. I could see Wolf coming on. Mukuku, Hazard, and then probably either Prongacic and go to a back 3 or Toby Raschel just to get some rest for the 3 in the midfield, because we don't really have another option there unless we switch to a 4-2-3-1, which we likely will. If we bring off Dahoud or Bellingham, we'll switch to a 4-2-3-1, move Royce back to cam, put Wolf or someone out on the right-hand side. We'll have to see. Meunier, high key with the silky crosses. Josh, I just wanted to see Royce competing with Lewandowski. He could do this if he played as a cam. I'm not sure what you mean by competing with Lewandowski. Do you mean in terms of performances, in terms of goals? Because he's never going to score as many goals as Lewandowski. That's Haaland's job. And yeah, but I do agree. Royce is much better as a cam. Royce's best formation would be if we played a 4-2-3-1. If you had one of our midfields off, played 2 CDMs like Witzel and Dahoud, for example, or Bellingham and Dahoud, and then Hazard out on the right, Malen on the left, Royce through the middle, and then Haaland up front. Thoughts on Conte 90 rated? I think that's fair. N'Golo Conte's an animal, man. All I need is Malen to score and a clean sheet, and this is a perfect game, and I absolutely agree with you. Hazard in, Royce out. And that could be, that could play more proper 4-3-3. And it could happen. It could happen. Did you call Meunier having a good season, Josh? I don't know if I called it. I said, I think I did like an episode a while ago that said 5 things Dortmund need to do to have a good season or need to compete. I can't remember what I titled it, but one of the things is rely on Meunier, because I've told you guys right from the beginning, I know how everyone's calling for Meunier's head and getting a new right back. We weren't going to do one. It's not Dortmund style. They went in, they have a good right back. He had a decent Euros. They have every excuse they possibly need to keep him and rely that he's going to have a good season. And I just said he needs to. He needs to have a good season for us to have a decent back 4. And we saw how important he was when he comes back on form. How has Jude played? I think he's played fine. I don't have any issue with the performance. In my opinion, I think he's been a little quiet, but he hasn't had a need to take the team and put him on his back. So I mean, an average decent performance from him. I swear Royce never chooses the easy pass. Sometimes he needs to be more direct. He's a creative player. Marco Rosa pressing is so good. That is something I didn't really touch on in the first half. A little bit goes towards Union Berlin not being sure what they want to do with the ball. Every time Union Berlin has it, it seems like they question of how to break down this team. The width is making it very interesting for them to do that. The pressing's been good, and we just win the ball back. Do you think BVB overcomplicates the play around the box in certain periods of the game? They have in the past. I don't think today's been overcomplicated. I think they've been pretty direct. But yeah, sometimes you guys know how Dortmund can be. But yeah, that is a point. Not today though. Malen needs to improving his passing. He's missed a lot of potential through balls to Haaland. Yeah. I wouldn't say a lot. I feel like most of the time he's had it, he just kind of went at it a little tunnel vision. I think he really wants to get that first goal. So yeah, I guess maybe he could have slid in a couple balls here and there. Put on Toby Raschel. If Dortmund and PSG switch leagues, do you think Dortmund would win Liga? I think they have a good chance. Monaco I think is a solid squad, but they're doing pretty poor this season. Marseille looks very interesting to play under Sampoli. Nice look decent, but I think Dortmund would probably be favorites. It all depends. Different league, different styles. Royce has been the best goal-scoring cam in the world. Ooh. Does Hazard coming on mean that we'll see more of a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3? If Hazard comes on for Royce, it'll stay as a 4-3-3. If Hazard comes on, or any winger, if it's Wolf, Knauf, Meunier, any of them come on for one of Bellingham, Dahoud, or Witsel will switch into a 4-2-3-1 with whoever doesn't come off, which we say Bellingham and Witsel. And then you see Royce move to Cam. You'll have still Malen on the left, and then Hazard on the right, and Haaland up front. Sorry, I haven't watched the first half. How would you describe it? Very dominant is how I would describe it. Very convincing performance from Dortmund today. They've looked good. They looked organized. They played in a system that actually goes well against a 3-5-2. They've used width to their advantage, which is something I don't think they do good enough of just because we don't have proper wingers. Royce is touched out on the right-hand side. Malen on the left. Meunier getting into position to be dangerous. Whipped in a beautiful cross. Guerrero scored just a worldie. It's been a complete performance, in my opinion. And the community agrees. Most of you guys have said like an 8, 9 out of 10. But if you guys are just tuning into the chat, be sure to drop a like on the stream as we're getting ready for the second half. Drop a sub if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy our little Dortmund community here. As we're talking about a little bit of subs, Mukuku, I think, will score today. Ballsy claim, ballsy claim. Off to watch the second half. Last season, we took the extra pass instead of taking the shot, and it made me mad. Yep, and that's something that I think Malen is trying to go against, and that's part of the reason I like what Malen brings. Very direct, wants to score that goal. Maybe it can take away a little bit from him actually making the right play instead of just going for it. I don't know. But regardless, I want to see Malen score. I think we all do. I think it'll be good for his confidence. All right, get some refreshments in me. And let's get this thing going. Second half will be underway. I hope Hazard doesn't pick up more injuries. I hope he doesn't either. I think Hazard's going to be really important to us this year because we lack wingers. It's a fact. And you guys got to remember, Hazard was a player who put up 7 goals and 13 assists in his first season for Dortmund. Man, he can put up crazy numbers. He's put up 10 goals, 10 assists, 10 goals, 13 assists as the last couple seasons at Gladbach. He's a productive player. I think he's best in a 4-2-3-1. I think that would give Marco Rosa an option as well. Royce at Cam, Hazard on the right, Malen on the left, and Haaland as striker. But again, these formations leave out Gio and leave out Brandt. But put a prediction in, guys. If Dortmund is to score another goal, who gets it? Who gets it? I'm going Malen. Why not? It's the obvious answer, but we want to see it. We want to see it done. You're the best, my guy. Love this channel. Very kind words, my man. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying it. Second half is underway, guys. Be sure to drop a like before this thing gets going. And let me know in the comments if Dortmund's to score again. Who do you think, or who do you want it to be? Because for me, I mean, I think and want Malen to score. Because why not? But we're underway. Second half. Let's see how the boys do. Dahoud screamer incoming. My boy Dahoud. I don't think Rosa has the players pressing to full efficiency just yet. Can't wait till he does. It's been great. It will be great to watch. And there's movements in the right direction, though, because it's been a really good game. And again, that's what, like, someone said that their pressing this game has been really good. I wouldn't, and I said, it's not even like I would say it's been amazing. I just think Union Berlin has just been poor. They don't really know what to do with the ball. Look at, like, right there, perfect example. They have no way to play out from the back. It's something that we have been doing really well, which I like. Meunier's been composed. Every time the ball goes backwards, it just seems to fall on the foot of a Dortmund player. Nice ball over to Dahoud. Over to Guerrero. Finds Royce, and look at that ball. That was cheeky. It was going to be Dahoud. Yusuf, I don't know if it would have been a screamer, but if you could have got there, it could have been a nice little chip. Just came from dinner. How's your dinner, my man? But that was a really good little ball there from Marco Royce. 2 more goals. We want to see a Malen goal. That's what we want to see. Nicely done there from Dahoud. But look at the... it was a tough touch. But every single time Union Berlin seemed to get the ball, They just simply don't know what to do with it. And again, I don't know what I want to put that down to. If it's just I'm assuming they probably set up to just try to go for a draw. Defend well, hold on to a draw as long as they could, maybe hit on the break every once in a while, but I think Dortmund scoring the goals so early on in this game just kind of killed Union's plan, and they haven't had much of a plan B, which is obviously not something that you want to have when you don't have a plan B. It makes it very tough to kind of reshape and try to figure out a way to get back in the game. They haven't been able to hold on possession or do much of it, but speaking of that, they do have the ball now. An Indian flatbread with mayo and cheese. Well, that just sounds delicious. Oh, that's a decent ball in, but Gregor Kobel, who hasn't had to do much today, did well. What do you think, or what do you prefer? BVB and Adidas or BVB and Nike? I'm more of a Nike guy than Adidas myself. So, I mean, if we were to go with one of them, I would go with Nike. But, I don't know. I like both, to be fair. But, nicely done there. Dortmund should have added a clause in Haaland's release clause saying that they can't be triggered by Bayern. I don't think Bayern won't get Haaland, guys. I wouldn't stress about that. I don't think they can afford him, or they're going to be willing to pay those outrageous wages that he's asking for. I don't think Haaland would go to Bayern. I personally don't. I think Madrid and say City would be a little bit more. Guerrero from distance. But there were breaking news, guys, about Haaland's release clause. That it might not even be real. So there's nothing in that release clause. And I hope, I don't know if you guys heard that. Maybe I didn't do a stream on it, but I just figured that it was from a bad source. So I didn't really want to go and make a big deal of it because I just don't know. I've said it many times. There's no legitimate evidence that Haaland's release clause is real. There's not. So until it actually goes into play, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. That's a tough foul there from Mats Hummels, and he's going to pick up a yellow card. But the biggest thing is that there was a rumor out there that said that it came effective September 1st, right after the transfer window. And now there's rumors that it's not even real. So I don't know even how to speak on it. We're not going to know until the end of the window, in my opinion. Also, that third kit had a badge. It was barely visible. Yeah, it was just an ugly kit. It was. I'm happy Haaland stays with Dortmund this season. I am too, Sebastian. Because if we can pull off this win here, again, we're just 1 point behind Bayern. We're keeping up. We're getting performances. It sucks that Freiburg game was so poor, but... Oh, that's a foul. Man, that's a foul. That's a yellow. Absolutely it is. Well done there from Jude. Who is the most lovable footballer? There's some players you can't hate. I personally think Marco Reus is one of them. I think N'Golo Kante, which Jorge said is another easy option there. Very lovable footballers. I mean, Kante's smile speaks for himself. Reus is a club legend. Nice ball to Donyell Malen. He's doing well. He doesn't need to pick out that pass. He was able to find Reus, top of the box. But what? Oh, nice touch there from Witsel. Got lucky. N'Golo Kante. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be N'Golo Kante. Nice ball from Witsel. Akanji with it. I'm trying to think of other like club legends. Players you can't hate. Nice ball. Finds Guerrero. Union Berlin, his pressing has been very poor today. It really has. Oh, nice touch there from Thomas Meunier. The confidence on the lad is just incredible. And that all from Meunier right there. Nice little ball. Finds Jude to Marco Reus. Oh, it's an own goal. Oh, it's an own goal. But who started that? Who started that? Thomas Meunier started that, baby. Oh, man. Thomas Meunier with a confident touch. You tell me he was gonna make that touch last year? No, he was not. He walked around. He took a beautiful touch away from an Union Berlin player and then walked through another one. Found Bellingham, who found Royce, back to Bellingham, and a really, really good run from Marco Royce. Look at that, clearly onside. Just a really good run from him. Went to put it across into an own goal. I'd have preferred Malen to get a touch on it, but the player you guys asked me who's the worst player on the pitch, Marvin Friedrich, puts it in the back of the net. But in my opinion, all that starts from Thomas Meunier, guys. All that comes from Thomas Meunier. Last year, for example, this is what players look like from confidence to not confidence. Meunier gets that ball last year. What does he do with it? He regresses. He puts it back to the keeper, puts it back to his center back. What's he do this year? He takes a touch, takes it away from an Union Berlin player, walks around another Union Berlin player, and then picks out a pass. That is a different Thomas Meunier. And it doesn't seem, in the grand scheme of things, like that was a crazy move he did, because it wasn't, but it was simply playing with confidence, having the ability to be aware, to know that you got the skills to be able to walk around a player and make a pass. And some players who don't have that confidence, like I said, would have just turned around, played it back to the keeper, and that's a safe play. But Thomas Meunier is get some good football, and then give credit to Bellingham, who was able to get it past a player, pick out a nice pass from Marco Royce, who then caused the OG. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I saw out of that play, but really, really convincing performance today from Dortmund. Really disappointing performance from Union Berlin, who is a tricky team. Don't get me wrong, but just have not been in it today, man. Dortmund have. Royce better than Bruno. Bayern seem even more dominant this season. I wouldn't say more dominant, William. Their game against Gladbach and Cologne were really, really unconvincing. Really unconvincing. They're lucky they even got a point in that Gladbach game. And honestly, maybe even the Cologne game. Not to get a point, but to get the win. It could have been a little uglier for them. But after that, they found their form. And they've looked deadly. Which makes me a little bit nervous. Nicely done there. Bayern should have lost in the first game. Yeah, I agree with that. Gladbach will be easy. We'll probably lose against Bayern, but that's it. Yeah, Gladbach had a disappointing game yesterday. Lost to Augsburg, man. Adi Hüttner not finding success at Gladbach this early on. Them and Leipzig have been really, really disappointing so far. Bochum only conceded 7. Yeah. Man of the match candidates: Haaland, Royce, Meunier, and Guerrero. For me, it's Meunier. Hands down, it's Meunier. I thought he's been fantastic. Maybe it's just, again, we want and need him to be good, but I thought he's been pretty dominant today. Leipzig in 11th. Thoughts? A real eye-opener, I guess, for Jesse Marsch, like I said. He needs to be a player, or he needs to get his players, obviously, buying into his system, but these players are used to Nagelsmann. They're used to different formations. They're used to different tactics. Different style of play. Oh, Gregor Kobel. Very, very well done. Union Berlin screaming for a pen. I don't think there's much in that, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, my opinion is that Leipzig have been disappointing. They haven't been able to get it going. And they're going to have to see. But it's looking like there might be a pen here, which is not good. Not good. Our clean sheet is underway. Looking like it might be a pen. Looking like it might be a pen. Is he going to give it? He is. Our clean sheet. Our clean sheet, man. Well, let's see what Kobel can do, guys. Let's see what Kobel can do. It was a really, really good save from Gregor Kobel. I mean, the header was right at him. But Witzel from behind, it's somewhat soft. But Max Cruz has got an opportunity to ruin our clean sheets. Kobel, do something Berkey can't. Make a penalty save. Oh, Max Cruz got a really good penalty ratio. Gregor Kobel. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I covered the chat up, so I didn't have any goal spoilers this time. I was able to cover it up. Was hoping for a big save. Leipzig are a disaster. They are, but another really good penalty from Max Kruse. Just waits until Gregor Kobel moves and slides it into his other side. 3-1. 3-1. No clean sheet for the guys. I said 3-1. Obviously, I wanted to keep the clean sheet, but you know. Royce is the top scoring cam. He actually scores goals on open play, unlike certain Portuguese fraud. Woohoo! OC not playing around. Clean sheet non-existent when you're Dortmund. Chelsea's up 2-0 against Spurs. Uh-oh. We got Haaland down right now, which is not good. It's a big elbow on Haaland. Let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah, that's a... Damn. Doesn't look malicious, but he does catch him. Leipzig cheated the 51-49 rule, and they still suck. Yeah, I don't think Jesse Marsch, like I said, I just don't think Jesse Marsch has found a way to make it work for him. I think Malen's biggest flaw is that he doesn't make the decisions fast enough. Sometimes it takes him too long for the final ball. That's fair. Again, I just think it's going to come with time. It's going to come with time. He's gonna make those right decisions. He's going to find a way to put the ball in the back of the net. But Haaland looks like he's going to be okay. What about Witsel instead of Chan now, Josh? I mean, you're telling me that Chan wouldn't have made the same tackle? Witsel doesn't give up many penalties. I think that was a tough one. I think it was personally a little bit of a soft one, but I don't think Chan wouldn't have made that penalty, to be honest. Either way, nice touch there from Donyell Malen. Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, he's not looking for that pass. Donyell Malen is not looking for that pass. Which, again, I do want him to score. But it did look like he could have maybe slid that in. Chan would have snapped someone's ankle and then punched. Yeah. Yeah, if that was Chan, it could have been a red. Or not. I don't know. Like, again, with Chan, he's very inconsistent with his performances. You see some composure sometimes, composure the other ones. I don't agree that I think Malen takes his chances way too fast rather than analyzing the play. Well, that one right there, I mean, again, he wants his goal. He does well drifting in. He wants to score. I want him to score. The team probably wants him to score. But I bet you there's going to be some frustrated players. And it takes balls to not pass the ball to Haaland or Royce, man. It does. Especially Haaland. But, yeah, I don't know. I think he could have slid it in there for a pass rather than a shot. Regardless, we got Thomas Meunier going for a corner there. Man, that was such a silly penalty to give. That's the difference between us and Bayern. We concede silly pens. N'Golo Kanté scored today. It's good. See that big smile of his. Got a corner kick coming up, though. See what we can do here. It is Dahoud to take. Things you like to see. Mo Dahoud. Nicely done from Marco Reus. To the moon. To the moon. Bloody knee. Meunier is a different breed. Got some love coming in. How was that ever a penalty? I thought it was soft. He did get him from behind. I mean, I could see it given. He doesn't take his time with his chances. He puts the crosses in the box. He doesn't check for players in the box. But I know what Malen can do. And we've seen flashes of it. I think he's a player right now who wants to score goals. That's my opinion. I think that right now it's in his head. I mean, he's five games in the season now. He hasn't scored. He wants to get a goal. He scored a lot of goals last year for PSV. Oh, that's a foul. Surely. Ref. Kobel attaboy. I just think he wants to score, and I think that he's gonna be a little tunnel vision from time to time, which I mean, like you guys said, once he puts one in the back of the net, I think he will be a little bit different. But regardless, the goals and assists will come from Mr. Malen. I think that's fair. Still remember when Zagadou gave a pen away in the 89th minute against Hertha Berlin. Yeah, I'm someone who's harsh on Zagadou. We've been rumored to give him a new contract, and I'm thinking to myself, why? Why? I don't think he deserves a contract on his injuries and even his performance. Come on, Malen, get there. Attaboy. But that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Zagadou deserves a contract extension? Because I think Zagadou's been an inconsistent performance when he's been healthy, and then on top of that, he's never healthy. So I don't know. A lot of fans find players to love, and there are a lot of people who rate Zagadou. I've never been convinced that he was going to be a starter for this team, and now injuries on top of that. I don't know. I'm so torn on whether I want to see a contract given to him or not, and I'd probably lean towards no right now. Wait till see if he can get healthy, and then see if he can perform, and then go towards that. But that's just me. Will Pulisic leave Chelsea, and where will he most likely go if he does? I think Bayern have thought about Pulisic, but I don't know, though. I think if you're asking me if it's Pulisic could potentially come back to Dortmund, no. I think if he comes to Bundesliga, I do think that Bayern may be an option. I don't know. Dortmund are known to bring back ex-players, so you never know. Pulisic maybe could be an option, but I don't see it. We need to get rid of Witsel and find someone. Oh, that's very harsh. Very, very harsh, my man. I think Witsel will leave next year anyways, but I don't think Witsel is built with mistakes, man. I think he's a very composed CDM. I think that penalty was a little soft, and I mean, it was tough. It was a reaction save that left the ball right in front of an Union Berlin player. I mean, Bellingham. It was a tough pen to give away, but I mean, I don't know. I don't totally agree with that. Any good young CDMs out there? Ooh, Boubacar Kamara from Marseille, I've been talking about since I started this channel. I think that he's perfect. He can play as a center back. He can play as a CDM. He fits our style of profile, fits our style of play, and his contract is running out at Marseille, which just means he'd be a perfect fit. I don't think there's a better player out there than Boubacar Kamara to bring in for this Dortmund side. It addresses us as a CDM. He can play as an outside center back, a central center back. He is perfect. So I don't know anyone who I prefer more than him. Bruno Guimaraes is another one from Lyon. I think he'd be a real composed player as well to bring in. He's a little rash. Speaking of the rash players, but I think he's got a little bit more composure, but he does have an aggression to his game. I think us Dortmund fans would love. So yeah, a couple players right there from Ligue 1 I would be interested in. I think that they're a small contract extension for 2 years, but they would have to pay him. Maybe they can find himself a Dahoud against Sevilla and still really young. It's the injuries that, I mean, honestly, like I said, it's the performances that never convinced me in the first place. And on top of that, he's a Band-Aid. So I don't see any reason to give him a contract extension. That's my honest opinion. But I mean, you guys know, wearing the black and yellow, you have my love. But I just don't see the logic of giving Zagadou an extension. I just don't. That's just me. Not just this game. He is slow, converting spaces in the midfield and holding the ball. I mean, that's his game now. That's the Witsel we should expect. Look at him right now, guys. He's gonna drop in. He's literally playing in a back three. Doesn't have the movement of a player who is gonna do much more than that. You gotta expect him to hopefully find good passes. Nice ball, Marco Reus. Oh. But again, we only have Witsel for one more season. I think he's gonna leave on a free next year. I mean, maybe he'll sign a 1-year extension, but yeah, Witsel is fine for this season. But like I get what you're saying, but that's his style of play. We'll have to see Zagadou first to figure that out. Angie, that is fair. Like I said, I mean, play him. I mean, see if he can get healthy, and if he is, see how he performs. Wouldn't look good for us to sign Zachariah. Yeah, I want to stay away from signing Bundesliga players. I mean, I bitch about Bayern doing it all the time. Dortmund do it arguably more than Bayern. And a lot of us Dortmund fans just don't see that. We're like, oh, Bayern does this, Bayern does that. Bayern gets the big profile ones, but we pickpocket other Bundesliga teams constantly as well. I'd prefer Boubacar Kamara over Zakaria. For the main portion that, one, I think Boubacar Kamara has got a higher ceiling and a better player. And two, he can play as a center back, guys. How vital would that be? He can play as a 6. He can play as an outside center back. Dangerous opportunity. But Gregor Kobel, not a very convincing punch out, but does well. But yeah, I don't think there's a better player who could come in besides Boubacar Kamara. That's an opinion for me. Donyell Malen does well. Bundesliga just poaching merchants. We do. Nice ball. Finds Haaland. Ooh, nice little delivery. Finds Guerrero. He's going to go for goal. What do you think about the Timo Werner to Dortmund rumors? They interest me, I'm not going to lie. They interest me. I don't think he'll come. I think the odds of him coming are like 25%. But I do think if he came back to the Bundesliga, he would score goals for fun again. But I don't know. In my opinion, his spell at Chelsea has been poor because he became a meme, man. Like, it's humiliating. It really is. Timo Werner is someone who scored 28 goals in the Bundesliga and was a really fun player to watch. He played for Leipzig. That was a strike against him. He's also a bit of a douche, which is another strike against him. But I genuinely enjoyed watching Timo Werner score goals because he was a fun player to watch. And I think if he came to Dortmund, depending on the deal and depending on which strikers are available, it could be a good piece of business. But I think there's a lot of Dortmund fans out there who would say F no. And rightfully so. And maybe he's not the full package and he's not the right fit. If we sign Alan St. Maximin from Newcastle as a winger and he created a lot of depth with no competition, I do like St. Maximin. I'm not sure if he's Dortmund level. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. He is way better than Newcastle. I'm sorry. He should be playing probably at a higher level. Very fast, not really injury prone. It's not a bad shout. I think he cost an arm and a leg to get him here, though. But that's what makes whoever's going to come in for Haaland interesting. Is can they come in on a good deal? That's going to be, in my opinion, the biggest one. And I don't know. I don't know if Werner was to come in, what exactly would happen. Nicely done there from Thomas Meunier. And then Hummels gets it out for a corner. But yeah, Werner's not... Like, Werner, even with those 28 goals for Leipzig, he missed a lot of chances. So yeah, I don't know. I'm torn, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Werner would you take Werner? Yes or no? Just let me know in the chat. Yes, no. Don't knock Witsel. He's very smart. He is, but that's and Angie, that's his style now. He's a very, in my opinion, Witzel's got really good footballing IQ. He will, it's a deep ball and well done. Right there, Witsel, well done. He's got really good, really good footballing IQ. And, a couple of you guys are saying, no, you won't take him. Werner sucks. Straight to the point, yes, I would take Werner. He's also very fast. But yeah, Witzel's got a really good footballing IQ. He's good at the 6. He doesn't have the pace, but guess what? What makes Witzel so good in this system is that you have De Hood and Bellingham in front. They're so good. They're so good. They really are. Witzel can just sit there and do his job. Very relaxed. Go towards the back. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't personally take St. Maximin because I don't think he's worth 40 mil, but I agree that's probably what it would take to get him. And I don't think Dortmund will spend 40 mil on St. Maximin. I just don't think he's good enough. I really don't. I think if he came to Dortmund on a good deal, he'd be a fine player for us. But I don't think Dortmund will go out and spend 40 mil. And that's what makes it interesting of who we're going to bring in. And I don't know because money's an issue. Anyone who's over 30, maybe 40 mil is probably out of reach. But we're going to have to wait and see. I would take Werner. I feel like he has what it takes in the Bundesliga is still pending. Who's more valuable at Leverkusen team? Havertz or Brandt? Ooh. Probably Brandt. At the time. At the time, probably Brandt. Havertz became a lot more important, especially when he started playing as a center forward. Nice ball. Guerrero. Ooh, can't get there. We're slowly becoming Man Bun FC. Wolf. Marius Wolf. But I think Werner could fit the Rosa style because he plays like Playa and Thuram. Yeah, and I do too. But Donyell Malen's coming off. Kind of a disappointing game. I mean, I would like to say, well, he was doing chances and really try to play the optimist, and he was. But let's be honest. I don't know. What would you guys give Malen out of 10? Give me a rating for him, because like I kept telling myself, I'm like, I like that he's trying. I like that he's trying. I like that he's shooting. Because all of his shots were shit, let's be honest. It was sort of an average performance. It was a player who was trying a lot and wasn't successful. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd say 6 out of 10 maybe. Tried a lot, didn't do a lot. Sort of disappointing. I try to pump myself up, be like, oh, it was fine, it was good. It wasn't. He wasn't. He made a lot of wrong decisions. Shot when he should have passed. Maybe passed when he should have shot. It was a really average performance from Malen, which there are glimpses of being like, if some of those decision makings that he was making and some of those shots obviously turned to goals, it could have been a lot higher of a rating. But in all honesty, sort of a disappointing game. But some of you guys think a little bit higher. I'm seeing some 6s roll in, some 5s, a couple 7s. I would like Werner to play for us if he can get his confidence back and bring back the Leipzig days. Yep, that's fair. Marco Reus throws a push in there on the counter, but Gregor Kobel, can you get there? No, we can't. Clean sheets don't exist for us. No, they don't. We are still playing in the 4-3-3, though. Wolf is playing out on the left-hand side. JJD TV says a 7.8 out of 10. Very high rating. Scott says 7.2. Shot when he should have passed. Passed when he should have shot. Spot on. Sort of. And again, like I was someone who was saying, like, I like that he's taking the shots. I am. But in all honesty, if they don't come in, guess what it is? It's a wasted opportunity. And Malen had, you guys were calling it out, there were some good opportunities for him to play in a player that he chose not to. And at the end of the day, he just didn't take any of his chances. And he probably could have played players in, which I tried to look around because I want him to score. I want him to get confidence. But either way, we're up 3-1. I thought a 6.5 out of 10 is probably fair for Malen. Ten out of 10, he got the hat trick. Royce needs to score a free kick soon. Well, we got Royce and Guerrero, who are two very dangerous players at doing it. Going in the 75th minute. 15 to go in this match. One more Dortmund goal incoming. Who do you guys want to score now? Now that Malen's off. If you guys were to pick someone to score, who do you want to see score? Holland to get another one? Oh, Guerrero. Gotta be careful. Malen played good today. He was very involved, which is good to see. Sorry, Josh, I know you're Canadian, but Davies is a walking L compared to Rafa. It's not totally true. But yeah, I mean, and I don't know. There's ways of looking at it. Being like each time Malen has and runs with the ball, he can look dangerous. He needs to start scoring some goals and creating stuff into that. BVB will just get Weghorst. His contract expires in 23, and so does Thuram's. If we got both on a free transfer, that's some good business. If Holland goes out, we have Weghorst, and we got Marcus Thuram. Man. Very different striker, though. We haven't played with a striker like Weghorst before, man. Weghorst is slow AF. I think if we had creativity from the wings and balls would be continually whipping into the box, Weghorst could be important. He's a born goal scorer. I'm not against Weghorst by any stretch, especially if we bring him on a free. But I don't know. I don't know. Want to see Bellingham score a couple? Yeah, like to see Bellingham score, or Makuku to come on and score to be a nice little one as well. I'll probably say Haaland at the moment just to keep the goal scoring straight coming. Imagine if we got Andre Silva or Schick, that would have been amazing. Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. I felt I don't know what Silva's missing at Leipzig, but I mean, 5 games in, 1 goal that was a penalty. He's been quite poor. He does well with a 2-striker system, which I don't want to see Dortmund play, and it's what Leipzig do not play. So yeah, I don't know if he would have been one. I think Weghorst comes to Dortmund on a free. He scores a lot of goals for us. We'd have to switch up our style of play a little bit just to make up for his speed, and also utilize his heading. I want Wolf to score too, to be fair. Marius Wolf has been a little useful player coming off on the bench, which is nice. I mean, he's a depth player. Player I thought was going to leave. They gave his number away, though. Gave 27 to Tigges and passed him on to 39. Just like they gave Berkey's number to Kobel, which is right, and gave Berkey's old 38 back. Just no love lost. He's missing everything at Leipzig. The team is horrible, to be fair. Well, I watched their Stuttgart game, and they played so well. I don't know what's going on with them right now. But 78 minutes in, 12 to go, guys. 3-1 up. Didn't get the clean sheet, didn't get the Malen goal. But I still say it's a pretty convincing performance. Game tempo has dropped, fresh legs are on, and I can see another goal coming. Oh, Guerrero, so sneaky, but he ran into Wolf, and then Wolf takes a foul. Look at the little nutmeg. And Wolf and Guerrero just fall on each other. I like Wolf on this team. Having him is a great option of his versatility. He's a good option because we have 0 wingers on this team. 0 wingers. I'm curious to see if Hazard comes on or not. There's 12 to go. I'd assume maybe give him the last 10 minutes. Who scored for Dortmund? Guerrero scored a banger of a goal. Haaland scored a header. And then an own goal from Marvin Friedrich from a Marco Reus cross. In a nice, convincing performance today. And then a penalty was scored from Union Berlin. So Gregor Kobel, unfortunately, just is not going to compete in the clean sheet category for this season. Considering, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be till he gets his very first one. Oh. I thought it was a tough penalty, though. And Marius Wolf does well. Oh, corner kick coming up. Oh. Jesus. 3-2. 10 minutes to go. Oh, no. Union Berlin. I swear if we lose, bro. I don't know if we're going to lose. But, I mean, I'm just going to not look at the comments from now on, guys. Because you guys, honestly, you did ruin that goal for me. So, as punishment-ish, we're going to go the rest of the game without looking at the chat. Sorry, guys. So, I will not be answering the chat. I will just be talking. Just because I don't feel like having another goal ruined. I've had 3 today ruined for me. So, that is what's going on. So, no, I will not be answering the chat. So, hopefully, we'll just be watching this game together. And you can listen to me just talk about the last 10 minutes. I blame Sportsnet. It's not your guys' fault. I get it, the excitement coming in, but I've had most of the goals ruined for me today. I'm not going to lie. So, for the remaining 10, don't expect me to answer any comments because I'm not looking at them because I just don't want the game to be ruined. It's 3-2. It's 3-2 with 10 to go. Now, if we draw today, the word I'm going to use is disgusting because it is. There's no reason Union Berlin should be in this match today. They've been poor, for one. They have not created a lot, and we've played relatively well. And then a poorish penalty, and then a set piece away from home. All of a sudden, Union Berlin have a chance to get a draw from us. And if they do, if anything but 3 points happens today, after being up 3-0, panic should come in. And now I'm a little nervous. 8 minutes to go. And it's 32. And I'm curious to see what substitutions would come. I'd maybe look on to bring on Pongracic. Maybe bring off Royce. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. But Holland. Come on. Yes. Yes. Okay. Maybe I can go back to the chat now. See, I didn't get the goal ruined. But there we go. Okay. I'm stressing and I'm talking and I'm angry. And then what happens? We get a Gino. Look at the chat now, Josh. I'm still going to just cover the chat just a little bit. But, oh, man. Okay, I feel better. What a response. Erling Haaland gets his second. I don't think any offsides or anything were going to happen here. Let's keep an eye on the run. No, it's an easy run, man. And just the strength of Haaland. And he knows where the back of the net is. Oh, what a finish. What a goal. Erling Haaland with his second of the night. It's why this man, for example, if that was Weghorst, that doesn't go in. He just doesn't have the speed to be able to manage that. Only a few players in the world can just do that. He put it somehow outstretched, fighting off the defender, just hoping for a little lob, and puts it directly where the keeper has no chance. 4-2 for Dortmund. After a little bit of a scare at the back. Can relax just a touch. 7 goals Haaland has this year, guys. I believe, does that put him in front of Lewandowski right now? What a weapon. Who had Haaland on their fantasy? And who gave him the start? Because if he didn't... Uh-oh. Oh, it's a poor one there from Bellingham. But there is a substitution, and Hazard is back on for the remainder of this match. Dahoud's off, so again, we probably did go to a 4-2-3-1. But I was listening to ESPN a couple nights ago, and they said, if you're just looking to get into this sport, follow Borussia Dortmund, because you're gonna get goals. You're gonna get terrible defending, and you're gonna get a crap load of just fun at flowing, attacking football. And even in a game that looked like Union Berlin shouldn't have really scored, they found a way to score 2. And it's 4-2. So, if you were just getting into the sport and wanted a fun team to watch, this is the team to watch. Entertaining from left, right, and center. I thought the defense was better. We got a free kick coming up. Marco Reus gets a tough one on the ankle. Curious to see if he's going to take it now after he was the one who got fouled. Guerrero's going to go over it. Royce is going to go over it. But yeah, I don't know. 4-2, it is fun football. But again, if we're going to want to... And 4-2 against Union Berlin. 4 goals against Union Berlin is impressive. They are a tough team to break down. Union Berlin did not have the right gameplay today. It was frustrating from them, but... I don't know. I'm impressed we scored 4. Disappointed we conceded 2 once again. But I don't know. This team is fun to watch. Frustrating at the back, but it is Marco Reus. Oh! I think he dinged the post there. I didn't want to watch that one again. That was a good little hit. The wall did not approach him at all. Marco Reus had a nice little hit. The technique is really, really well shot. That would have been a nice goal. That was a really good free kick. You don't see a lot of those pulled off when someone does the touch. You just don't. But that was a really, really good hit from Marco Reus. Technique was perfect. Hazard's got the corner to take, though. 86th minute. Nice ball in. Gonna creep in on the comments. Off the post. Who was saying Royce needs to score a free kick? You almost had it. Josh, let's really think about this at the back four today. Is none of their fault. It is, but again, the penalty, like I said, I thought thought it was a little soft, and I thought that I mean, a set piece defending. I mean, if you're to call, hey, how will Dortmund concede today? Set piece is what I would have said. And it's just, we need to tighten up. Maybe a back three will eventually become interesting, because we have a double substitution coming on right now. Pongracic is coming on. Knauf is coming on. Couldn't tell who that was at first. But I don't know if that would make it any better. But I am curious to see what a back three would look like. I think once we have Emre Can back, we could play him back there. We could also play Pongracic. That was really poor, but Hummels does well and leads it out for a corner. Good defending. Hummels plays to his advantage, knows his pace isn't there. But I think if we had a back three of Pongracic on the right or Can when he's back healthy, Hummels through the middle, which is Hummels much prefers playing in a back three in the middle with a Kanji, and then you have Guerrero, who much prefers to play as a wing back, and Meunier, who can also play as a wing back. And now Meunier's finding form, guys. So imagine what he can do as a wing back position. I do think a back three eventually should be looked at. I just think Marco Rose isn't doing it yet. An unmarked man again at the back there. I just think he's not doing it yet, just simply because he doesn't have the personnel, doesn't have the depth as a center back position to play a back three. But I mean, he arguably doesn't have the depth to play a midfield three either. That's why Toby Raschel's in the squad today. But I don't know. We're gonna see. I think the goals were harsh, but the goals need to stop, because it's gonna bite us in the ass sooner or later. But it looks like Hummels is coming off for Pongracic, so we're not switching shape into a back three by any stretch. Straight swap at the back. Pongracic coming in. Good performance from Hummels today. Looked a little tired there. Looks like he's might have picked up a little knock or something. Royce is coming off. I thought Royce was good today. With Ansgar Knauf coming on. So again, we're playing just a straight 4-3-3 still. 4-3-3 through the entirety of this match. Oh no, it was Moukoko coming on. Alright, well, I'm just blind. Was that not Knauf? No? Alright, I'm blind. Thought I saw 36, and no, I'm completely wrong. Alright, Moukoko's coming on for the last minute or so. Did Hummels just go off the pitch with no shirt on? He did. The man did not give an F. I wonder how many minutes are going to be added on here. A lot of goals today. I'm guessing probably 4 or 5. Look at Hazard on the defensive side of the game. Hummels throwing his shirt to the crowd. Aha. Very nice. Very nice. Rocking an interesting kit there. But how many extra minutes are we going to have in this game? My guess is 4 or 5. 4 or 5. Set piece coming up. Let's see how we can do here. Into the box, and Haaland. Haaland has won a lot of balls on the defensive side of things, guys. He's actually super, super important when set piece defending. And Haaland does well there. Ah. Oh, but can Moukoko get there? He can. I'll give that a foul. And it's a yellow. Well done from Moukoko. Very, very well done. Nicely done there. It was well done from Moukoko. Gets a yellow, kills off pretty much some time, probably the remainder of the match. It was well done. Meunier, another good ball. Oh, Thomas Meunier with another good ball. What else is new? What else is new with Thomas Meunier? It was another perfect ball, and that would have been an outrageous goal. Oh no, it was a little header on it too. Nicely done. Nicely done. Corner coming up for Thorgan Hazard. Played a minute 30. I don't even know how much time is left in injury time yet. Bellingham does well. I haven't seen. Has anyone seen how many minutes are added in injury time? I'm looking at the scoreboard. It's not showing anything, and I don't think I've seen the scoreboard come up and say anything. We played 2 minutes of it yet. I'd assume that there was probably a good chunk of extra minutes added on, but Bellingham killing off some time. Meunier's had a really good game. Let me know who you guys' man of the match is tonight. I mean, Meunier's got to have a good shout. Haaland, incredible once again. It probably will go to Haaland just because of the brace, but I thought Meunier was very good. Witzel's got the armband on and is doing well, holding onto the ball towards the end here. Oh, and well done by Thomas Meunier. There's only 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and we've already played 2.5. Played pretty much every single second of this game before it's actually done. But that is full time, guys. 4-2 victors here tonight. Really decent performance, I'd say. Really decent performance. I don't have many complaints just besides the goals we conceded. Josh, there's only one correct answer, and it's Haaland. Yeah, Spurs dead. Chelsea looks scary. Haaland man of the match. Meunier lost the header for their goal. That's true. We arguably should have had a clean sheet. Yeah. Defense is interesting. Where's my defibrillator? Yeah, but we're going to wrap it up for there today, guys. 4-2 is convincing, but poor defending is a good way to leave it off. And we're going to go and get our 5 takeaways video up for you guys today. So I appreciate everybody tuning in for the watch-along. We picked up a 4-2 win against a stubborn Union Berlin side. I'm not going to complain too much. The biggest complaint comes from just the little things, which is conceding goals the way that we did. It's frustrating, somewhat scary, but Haaland made sure that we got all 3 points. So we're going to wrap it up for there today, guys. 5 takeaways video will be out very, very soon. I will praise Meunier, I promise. So if you haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you guys haven't done so yet. Get us to over 100 likes. We're at 96 likes. So drop a like, get us to 100 to end this thing out. Big victory for Dortmund. We continue with our title challenge, guys, and that's all that we really want to do. And if you're new to the channel, always dropping a sub is appreciated. You guys have been helping me on the way to the road to 6K. But decent performance. 5 takeaways will be out soon. Cheers, my friends. Hey, baby.